Blessed good afternoon to everyone. I'm not sure how many of you have heard about the story or have seen it on social media, but a lot of people have seen it and, was getting mad and upset about what they saw on the video. A gentleman was at the hospital there in St. Anne's Bay, and I guess he was there for it was reported that he was there for 15 hours or whatever, and crying for pain, abdominal pain, or some other things. And I guess he must have fell out of the chair or passed out or whatever. And all the healthcare nurses and people in there, nobody came out to assist him. And as you can see in the video, there's a lot of this gentleman there, and the lady, a sister from the church, was kind of pleading the blood of Jesus, and all that, and no assistance, none whatsoever. And in my opinion, this is very, very sad. This is an embarrassment in our healthcare system. This is an embarrassment in Jamaica on a whole different level. It's sad to say, but that it's a sad time to get sick, and due to the coronavirus. And it seems like when you get sick, you can't go to the hospital anymore, which is a crying shame, because you shouldn't. Because due to the coronavirus, you don't go to the doctor just because of coronavirus. You go to the doctor for whatever situation you're going through. You're feeling pain or whatever that is just not normal. You go to the doctor to get help, and then when you go down there, this is what you get. On top of that, nobody get out from the inside the building and come out and check on them and checking pressure, check what's going on. So it just kind of make you think, like, what in the world are these nurses thinking? It's sad. It was said that the gentleman was sitting or lying outside for about 15 hours or whatever, crying for pain until he fell out of the chair, a wheelchair, or the chair where he was sitting. In my opinion, this is just carelessness on a whole new level, the highest level at that. It's almost like people's life is of no values in Jamaica, or no value in Jamaica at all. On another level, the healthcare system itself, it seems it's worse than poverty itself. This is a total disgrace throughout the whole island. This is going on for, and the truth is, this is not just going on now. This has been going on for a long time, especially in St. Anne's Bay Hospital. None of the doctors, the nurses, well, not the doctors, but the nurses, they don't know how to talk to people. They go to school, but it seems like they don't learn bedside manners, and they don't know what it takes to save somebody's life. Like, seriously, I don't understand this. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, and no one to hold accountable for these kind of actions. No one out there. This man could have died due to lack of carelessness. I understand that the COVID thing is getting to be a lot. It is a lot. It's spreading like wildfire. Yes, me understand that, but we have to brace ourselves and gear up. Gear up, man. Somebody come to the hospital crying. We have gloves, we have masks, we got all these kind of things that we need to protect ourselves, try to help somebody. When other nurses in the United States have put themselves in the crossfire to save an individual. You have nurses in Jamaica cock up on them behind, sit down in there, chat people and laugh and carry on, and people out the door right at the hospital are dead. Me not understand that. You have to brace yourself, man, and gear up and help the poor man. Come to find out, it wasn't COVID-19 or COVID. He didn't have a virus. He didn't have anything like that. He was appendicitis or something like that. I heard, that the man was crying for pain for how many hours there. And instead of somebody come out and checking vitals and all these kind of things, them just leave him there and have everybody out the door, cuss and go on the most way, And then look and say, we ignorant and with this and with that. But when you see foolishness and you call you out, how comes people call you ignorant when you see stupidness in your own country? And Nobody, the doctors and nurses, nobody no come out there for render assistance to this gentleman. The man could have died, the man could have losing life out there. All because of carelessness and negligence. Sometimes we fit do better, man. We fit do better. A country gone to the dogs, may I tell you. You know, make no sense at all you go to hospital because doctors, nurses, nobody no care. The nurses, they only do them one a thing, come dress up in a white every day and do them one a thing and don't really care about nothing at all. Yes, I think we need to do better. We have pregnant women are being turning away from the hospital. People who are sick, asthma people, all kinds of people are turning away due to this COVID virus. And I understand that we have to be on our guard and everything. But being a nurse, a doctor, healthcare provider, whatever it is, we are to have conscience on people. You can't just look out there and say anybody sick and come to the hospital then just automatically have COVID. No, that's not how it works. Being a nurse is not just dressing up in a white and say, hey, look, I'm a nurse or whatever. And when it comes to the nitty-gritty, nobody wants to touch anybody. Nobody wants to render assistance. Nobody wants to test for vitals. Nobody wants to do anything. Then what the heck are we paying these people for? It doesn't make any sense. The man lay down there on the ground, the dirty ground of the water. The lady out there is upset. You can tell, so she frustrated and upset. And she have all right out there for behave like that because in a situation like this, I mean, I would probably do the same thing too. On the ground, lay down there. Even a stranger, everybody have a heart, man. For anybody, even a stranger would have a compassionate heart too. And the nurse, even the porter Pete, the guy just walked past the man around. Me don't understand this. And this is the hospital. This are the St. Anne's Bay Hospital. These people down there, these nurses down there do not know how to talk to people. They're very embarrassing, very disrespectful. I was down there a while back and I listened to them talking to a mother that was getting ready to give birth, and they were tell a woman you need to shut up, we are cry for all these kind of things. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. A woman is getting ready to bring a child into this world and the nurse sit there and tell her to shut up and behave these kind of way, and we are paying these taxpayers are paying these people to be nurses and healthcare provider, doctors and everything, and they turn around and disrespect people like that. I think all those staff down there need to be looked at, and they need to look into all these cases down there. Fire every single one of them down there, and reevaluate the whole hospital because it's not running good. It's a shame on the country, disrespect the healthcare service, and something needs to be done. A long time St. Anne's Bay Hospital behave like this, and nobody if you hold them accountable for it. Then do it every single day, every night, every minute as the clock tick. Then disrespect people down there and nothing comes out of it. You have somebody laying down there upon the ground in the dirty water, and nobody, no nurse, nobody come out and render assistance to this man. Nobody check the vitals, nobody do except the lady where they plead the blood of Jesus, and then they want make it look like the people ignorant. No, it's not ignorant to ignorant. You're speaking out for the truth and speaking out for the man who lie down on ground. And people must learn to have heart and conscience and bedside manners. You go to school to learn for being nurses and doctors and everything, and only forgot the bedside manners and run go save people. Other nurses in the United States put themselves and their family at risk every day. If anybody drop down and run, then go and save a life, and you have these people sit down in the hospital down there not doing anything, and people drop down right in the hospital and nobody will come out for render assistance. I have never seen this. Is really ridiculous. This is sickening and disrespect. When you overseas and you watch these things playing out in your country, oh my goodness, this is heartbreaking. This is inhumane, or treating people like this at the hospital at that. That's what I can't get wrapped this around my head. For people behaving like this, you can tell the young lady there a cuss and a go on the most way, because she frustrated and she had tried to get their attention, and still nobody step out, nobody come out, nobody come do anything. The whole time, the whole video, I don't even remember if a 4 minute whatever, and nobody come out. All the porter walk past the man. I have never seen anything. The porter walk past the man, I drop down a girl, not even testing vitals, not even putting hand and throat to see if the man breathe. This is for a whole wickedness and a whole new level, brother. Then people need to retrain. I'll fire the whole of them down there because it seems like the boy nobody down there now. Then they take them job serious and they don't know how to save a life. Then how the heck them a work a hospital down there and call themselves porter, doctor, nurse and everybody and then know how to check the vitals and know if somebody dead or alive and now rush to save somebody. I thought that's what doctors and nurses and them people they do. If this happen under your watch and you're not the wrong profession, man, wrong profession if you know the and see these kind of things happening at your workplace and your nurse and then sitting there happen and doctors and everybody and nobody at all come out for render assistance. Only in the wrong profession and only need help. Listen, on a whole new level, I'm not sitting here and bash all nurses and bash all doctors and bash the people then who work hospital because we need them. You know, we need the nurses, we need the doctors, we need the porters, we need the security guard, we need all of them. But on a serious note, they need to understand that if when you, especially no matter what, if you see somebody come at the hospital and them a ball and a go on the mouse in a hole and belly, whatever, you try to get to them the people there first and you know situate them and figure out what go on instead of just leave them. I mean, to be honest, when I was down there and I went to the hospital for a simple thing, you know, and I ended up spending the whole day up a St. Anne's Bay Hospital. I had to call somebody and get me lunch. The drive come up, they come give me lunch. So basically, when you go there for a minor shot or something like that, is the whole day you ended up spending up a hospital. This has got to be stopped. I mean, there's no way you should be able to go to a hospital and spend the whole day a hospital from 7 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. That's usually how it works. That's how everything play out of a St. Anne's Bay Hospital. These things need to be stopped. I mean, me not bash all of the nurse and the doctor them and sitting, but boy, me tell you the truth, they have to go do better. They have to go do better. If these kind of things are happening, people are dead in them presence at the hospital and nobody come out for render assistance, then everybody up there in the wrong profession. Wrong profession. I don't know how they get them license and sitting, but then the wrong profession. Wrong profession.